What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. So if you guys were around on January 2nd, right into the new year, EA Sports started off with some real ridiculous things that affected a lot of you guys that are into getting limiteds and stuff like that. Like I told you guys in my videos, I go after specific players. I don't just go after cards because they're limiteds, because at any given time, remember, EA Sports can change what's going on with the game. So not only did they nerf all the zero chill cards earlier than expected, they changed the limiteds for Jaylen Ramsey and his discounted abilities and having zero AP abilities. So what happened was the market completely changed. And I'm going to explain to you guys why all this stuff is happening. I'm going to explain to you guys why there still is no Vincent Jackson. A lot of what's happening with MUT right now, they don't really, like, I can't really explain the realism behind what we see. It just doesn't make any sense. So we just get used to seeing things that doesn't make any sense. Like, they put a card inside of a GIF, right? And nobody has been able to get this guy, and nobody is talking about it. Nobody has said anything. All they've told us is, hey guys, look out for Campus Heroes. So it's like, all right. And then everybody just goes like they don't know what's happening, and it's just really, really wild. So this is what I'm going to go ahead and show you guys right now so you guys understand. With the way the market is right now and what a lot of people have been doing, they've been getting rid of limiteds, right? And they're like, oh bro, I'm revolting. It doesn't really matter, because whatever cards are good, people are going to still keep the value of those cards. So it's not about that aspect of it. Like, even right here, all we did was just go down and scroll, and then everything gets bugged out right there. Now we got to go back into the catalog. It's a really weird situation with what goes on. This has been happening for a very long time, by the way, and they haven't been able to fix it. So Jaylen Ramsey's price being really, really wild and overpriced was that reason, because of his final bucket getting 0 AP medium route KO. The interesting thing about it is they put it back for 1, and then they added it also for 2. And some of you guys were laughing at the fact that, yo, this is really, really crazy. Like, how are these guys able to keep their jobs? I don't know, right? And I'm not going to get into that because, like, yo, dude, God bless them, bro. Like, if you can get away with doing stuff like this, I'm just thankful that you didn't do anything that can affect, like, real people's lives, like be a surgeon or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just do virtual cards in a video game. This is absolutely insane. Now, I will tell you this. I've never seen this before. I don't know if this was an error. I don't know if something went wacky, but I believe that it was something that was intentional because of the fact that they gave Jaylen Ramsey discounts that they want to do for Campus Heroes. Okay? Again, this is not normal for them to change a 0 AP ability and give them an ability point. They did do it with the Quadfather because it was a crazy, crazy rage about the fact that he had persistent and alt freight train. He had everything, bro. He was like the new Eric Dickerson. So people raged about that, and then they increased it. But this has never been done on a limited. It's really, really weird that they would do this because it doesn't really bother anyone, in general. And it was already a highly priced card. His price dropped over 1 million coins within minutes after people realizing that. Right? So now EA Sports is like, we're just not going to say anything about it. We're not going to hear anything about it probably until it's time for them to do the reveal for Campus Heroes 2. Right? Because why should they tell us anything? Nobody's doing anything anyway. It's just like, all right, yo, they just do whatever they want the entire time. And it's like, all right, we just sit back and relax. So with this situation, right, people were saying, yo, G, why don't you get Jaylen Ramsey? And I'm saying to myself, I don't understand what's wrong with you guys, because Jaylen Ramsey is Woolen. Woolen is just bigger. You see what I'm saying? Like, the cards are similar. The one thing I give EA Sports credit for, and it's very, very rare that I give them credit, they made sure, right, that there were suitable players, but the name is what matters. And the fact that he's a Dolphin, and some guys may be Dolphin theme teams, and like the +2 speed, they had to vary it. Also, a lot of limiteds are just regular cards that they just stamp limited on it, and people spend the money for it, which is stupid. But again, he is actually just Woolen. And people don't realize you can easily make up for some of the cards that are there by just using a lower level version of a card that's in the same promo. Everybody can be accounted for. And what I try to urge you guys to do is to focus more in on set cards and not just try to go for limiteds. That's why I said the collector's edition for all of these cover athletes, it was really, really nasty. It was really, really nasty. And that's why after 2 weeks, I'm like, all right, I'm done. So what's going to happen is in the future, this could be a possibility, right? They may not do it this way, but they're going to find ways for people to be encouraged to spend money in the store. It's very amazing to me, though, that they had a system that was working where people were already spending ridiculous money and they just went all the way out and did this. So now that they're doing that, and then on top of that, they're taking away 0 AP abilities from limiteds for no reason. Because nobody's complaining about him having 0 AP, medium route KO. Like, who even runs man? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, everybody's running zone with deep out zone KOs and mid zones and stuff like that, trying to get knockouts. Nobody's really running that, so I don't see why they did that. And again, this is very unusual, but it doesn't end there. Let me explain something else to you guys. And it was so many of you guys hitting me up, but if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, on X, on Facebook, a lot of you guys won't see the updates live, and then you'll just come to the video and just start writing stuff. But many of you guys that came were like, yo, G, they nerfed the strat card. We already knew that when we were live on stream. We're on Twitch while EA is doing all of this weird stuff, right? So this is what happened. They've never done it in this way, right? You see like how they kept the card the same? They've never done it like this and been able to devalue what the card does. They usually change what the card is so that it registers in game. This is extremely scary, but it also proves my point. They can manipulate what your cards do at any time. So when you're playing a game and a guy just looks trash, but then you go back and look at his numbers, this is proof that they can do that. Because you see how they have the +1 speed, strength, play rec, all that stuff? When you go to the cards, it naturally doesn't work, which means that they can just take away attributes at any given time, which means that's why the abilities are so overpowered, because the cards themselves don't mean anything. And you guys like, yo, G, you be raging, what's going on? I'm raging because I know what they're doing. You understand? And I gotta, listen, I gotta let you guys know, because when you're visibly looking at it, it's very, very annoying. When you watch a player that's supposed to have 99 zone go and get a corn dog in the middle of a play, it's annoying, okay? So obviously we know that it's not what they're telling us. You see what I'm saying? Like, they can adjust the way that it goes. Let me ask you guys a question. How many of you guys ever go into a game and you're playing a terrible team, right? And that team is beating the hell out of you and you don't know what's going on. All your players are slow, they're not doing anything, they're idiots, and it's just really wild. It's because of things like this. This has never ever happened where they have not changed it and it nerfed it, because it should correlate to what the card says to the team. So all the speed boost, all of the zone, all the strength, all that is gone. Without any kind of communication, no comms, no nothing. Your limit is a change. It's really, really wild. So right now, everybody is pretty upset and they're selling their limiteds and stuff like that. But what I'm going to tell you is this. Most of those same people are going to still be playing the game anyway, just like I am. The problem is you got to play it in a way that you enjoy it. Not saying that I actually like Madden. The gameplay is horrific. Team building is what my thing is, but the gameplay is absolutely disgusting. But I watch the cards that I'm willing to spend the excessive coin for that reason. Because they can at any time do what they have already done. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's really, really wild. Even with Devin Hester being a set piece, Tariq Woolen, why would you ever get Jaylen Ramsey? Calvin Johnson, even though he's a little bit slower now, why would you ever go and spend that? Because you just want to have the best team, and EA knows that. So for now, like I said, I would just get rid of the limiteds that can be correlated to a Julius Peppers, a Mike Evans, Tariq Woolen, Calvin Johnson, Devin Hester. The only one I would actually keep would be the quarterback. And I would try to make, a nice little change in between all of that. That way you stay away from the nonsense, because people are going to be dumping those limiteds. And on top of that, we don't know what they're going to do in another day with Campus Heroes. Good luck to everyone. I warned you guys about the limiteds before, but I'm just putting you guys like right on notice. Listen, EA not playing with you guys. And also, this dude Kevin Mawai is trash. If he's in your lineup, get rid of him effective immediately, and everything will go back to being normal. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.